Thank you guys for tuning in to Not Very Radio. I'm Kyle, and I'm here with Paul, and we are talking Frost Children discography. It looked
I'm
like
excited. I've enjoyed this a lot.
I'm glad. I listened, and maybe this will be a spoiler, but I listened to like the first couple albums, and I went, "Oh, what did I get Paul into?" And I was like
I mean,
this...
listen, I have enjoyed my fair share of 100 Gex, and I was like kind of expecting that same kind of vibe, and I certainly got that at certain places.
Oh yeah. Well, that was like once I kind of got deeper into the discography, I was like, all right, this is gonna be one that's real fun, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. What up, Zuko? Anyways, this is our monthly
He's
show.
got it right for the first time.
I got it right. First week ever, we got it right. This is our monthly show where we take a dive through some random artist discography that we spin on a wheel. This time we spun Frost Children. I guess would we call them hyperpop?
Yeah, I think just generalization hyperpop. Yeah.
All right, cool. Hyperpop group Frost Children. We got 6 albums and a EP to rank. And yeah, we've listened to all of these over the last month. I did what you did for August Burns Red and threw them all in like a playlist. And I actually used that playlist to like listen through the albums just like in a big circular order. Yeah. And then I, after like 2 weeks of that, shuffled it. And then that really changed my opinion on some of them. Because it was like, some of them as I was going, I think it's just like the proximity of what it was next to made me enjoy it more. And then like when it's just coming up in like a random assortment of them, I'm just like, wow, I don't want to hear this song.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think I felt similarly with certain albums where I was like, there were some albums that were really strong.
What? Oh, Kiara's on the phone.
Oh.
I just heard her yelling, and I'm just like, what do you need?
What do you want? But yeah. But I think there is like some albums where it's like there's like some really high highs, and then there's just like, this one's fine.
I will be talking about that. Yeah, I don't think there's any other real housekeeping.
Cool. Do we want to do our minute to pitch it?
Right. I got to think about. I don't really have anything ready, to be fair. I had like an idea of what I wanted to do. Yeah, you know what? I will do that.
Okay.
Because I feel like you probably haven't listened to it.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Gotta remember how to type.
I've been like.
All right. What?
Oh, I was gonna say I've been like slacking on like the music consumption that I listen to, but I think it's also like now that we're doing this podcast, there's like less new music coming and more just like whatever artist we're going through this month. Yeah.
Whatever we're listening through this month. It gets easier when it's like your week because you're already
somewhat familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you're already somewhat
week.
familiar with it. And it's like
our week.
Yeah. Anyways, my minute to pitch it. My favorite thing that's come out in recent weeks has been the new album This Is Goodbye by Chamber. This is I don't really know what genre we would call this. I'm gonna use the really, really general metalcore for this. This is a metalcore / positive kind of thing.
What does that mean? What does / positive mean?
Like I'm calling them metalcore in a positive way.
Oh, I thought you were like, what if metalcore, but they had positive lyrics?
As opposed to no. As opposed to where I would call like Sleep Token a metalcore band, but in a negative way. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this album's awesome. Chamber's been a band that most of their releases have just kind of blurred together for me. For like a very long time. Like it's been just kind of like like they have a certain sound and they do that really, really well, but at the end of the day they're playing breakdowns and like wild, crazy panic chord riffs.
Mm.
This one's very, very different though. They really like fleshed it out. They really made it like, you know, there's a lot of like little transitional pieces in here. There's a lot of like tying all the songs together. It's really, really well fleshed out. There's actually singing on this one, which I was not expecting whatsoever, and it fits in perfectly. So, yeah,
cool.
New Chamber. Shout out to my bandmates for telling me to listen to this, because I don't think I would have skipped it, but I wouldn't have gotten to it. Quickly.
Cool.
And yes, Chris, I did hear the new Callous Cowboys song. That is real good.
That came out on Autism Awareness Day.
It did come out on Autism Awareness Day. They knew exactly what they were doing.
I saw that and I was like, I got to message Paul immediately.
Yep.
I was like, big day for him. But I got a surprise to probably mostly no one is the new Underscores record, You.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured that this was going to be my favorite of the month. It kind of takes away a lot of the more like rock elements though from their last one and makes it more like just pop oriented with some cool like electronic like dance kind of beats and stuff like that. It's a lot more fun. It's got like a little story about like being in love but also kind of being a pop star kind of vibe going on. And it's just got some really great songs. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's only like 9 tracks with, 34 minutes. So it's a nice little, right to the point, very, very just like cutting out a lot of like, you know, a lot of the fat and just keeping the meat, you know. So I was real happy with it.
Yeah, I listened to this as well. I liked it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, it like came up and I was like, "There's a whole ass album out?
Yeah,
that's crazy."
About time too. I was waiting for a while.
Yeah, because they haven't done one since what was that one called?
Yeah, the wall socket.
Yes, that one.
That was looking pretty, honestly.
Always crazy when we get that going. All right. Shall I get started on Frost Children?
Yeah, let's get started on Frost Children. Let's start these rankings.
Yeah. So, in 7th place, I need to look up what the full fucking name of this thing is, because it's. Let me just go to my playlist. All right, in 7th place, it is, and probably not in a surprise to fucking anybody, Aviation Creates Adventurous Beginnings.
Yeah, I'll just knock it out now. That's my least favorite as well.
Yeah, I take a shot. Take a shot.
Yeah, true. It is Thursday.
This is probably not one we should do taking a shot for, because I feel like we're gonna align.
I have to be honest. I'm still not 100% certain where I'm putting everything.
I'm very certain about my top 2. The 3 in the middle could go either way, and then the bottom 2, I'm like, yeah, those belong there.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like the bottom 2, and then like my favorite, I know, but everything else is pretty tough.
You know, I'm gonna get a beer. Fuck this.
All right, I'll cut it out. It's fine. Maybe I will too.
When you're right, Kyle. It is Thursday, and this is the closest thing I'm getting to a weekend this weekend. He hopped up to get a beer too, didn't he? Get in there.
What kind of beer you got?
Got Bo, hon.
Oh, I got my my Samuel Smith Nut Brown Ale.
The Nut Ale.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my last one I had in the fridge.
Doesn't seem that bad. All right. Maybe we'll get to that tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Anyways.
Ooh.
Aviation Creates Adventurous Beginnings. Wow. What can I say other than beep boo boo bop boo boo bop?
Yeah. This was a tough one.
I don't want to shit all over this, because there are some points that I kind of enjoy a little bit, but I feel like for the most part, it's just like, it's just kind of crazy and all over the place and doesn't really like have a whole lot like gluing it together. And I feel like a lot of the songs, if they're not instrumental, they feel very instrumental, because there's not like a whole lot going on in the way of vocals on these.
Yeah.
Like Compensate is one that kind of stands out as like, I think they're just yelling compensate over and over again. Sonic and Quicksand were two that I didn't mind too much. They just kind of do some very, very weird things.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought
yeah.
Insane was pretty sick. That was, I think, the main
Insane.
one that stood out to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I heard like 2 seconds of it.
Yeah. This album was one I definitely went back to the least, just because I kind of listened and said, yeah, I don't get anything out of this. It's not like I could listen to this 1,000 times and I don't think I'd be like, oh, there's a new. I think if you like, just it felt very much like experimentation for experimentation's sake. So there's like some neat stuff, but ultimately, like, unless you're like really into the scene and genre, like, I don't think you would pull much from this.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'd rather them do it than not, and I'm glad we got where we did, but it sure is a first album, and yeah, like you said, experimentation for experimentation's sake. I can't even fault them, because at least this is shit that I have never heard before that I'm hearing on this,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I just kind of wish it was maybe more like labeled as, and maybe this is just getting into semantics, but like a mixtape or something than like an actual, because like you hear like debut album and like it's like, oh, this should be like a big thing, and then it's like this, and it's like, all right, this sounds like you're trying to find your sound still,
Like realistically, yeah, I'll talk about it. We'll be talking about it as we go, but like, yeah, I don't think they hit their real like debut until a little later. Yeah, I think that's all I got for this one.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of like, there's nothing really I got to say about that.
Yeah, put it in the bin. I think this is the only one that I would like pretty consistently skip songs from when they came up when I was shuffling. Other than there was one song from a later one that I really, really like that I was just like, I think it came up too many times in the shuffle, as well as I was like, I don't want to hear this song when shuffled. It really only like it. I love it when it's in its own context in the album, but like just shuffled in with other random songs, I'm like, ah.
Yeah. I think I might know which one you're talking about.
You might, but we'll have to get there first. All right. Second up, we've got Elixir Rejection in 6th place.
Yep.
All right.
I was going to say these. Take a sip of beer.
Take a sip.
That's some tasty nut ale.
I got the feeling we were going to have these two as the.
Oh, me too. I was going to be genuinely surprised if you did not have these two in this order.
Yeah. Better. For damn sure better.
Yes.
We've got some songs on here. Yeah, I said a step up. I said it was a little too chaotic for my tastes, and has a very random XD kind of feel to some of the shit that's going on here.
Oh yeah.
Like I think about but like there's some songs I actually really like on here. Like I remember really liking Bounce House. Baby Stando came on like every 2 fucking seconds for me.
That was one that I think that was like the main highlight for me on this album was Baby Stando.
Baby Stando.
Yeah.
That's I believe that's a JoJo's reference.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah. They also just have like so many fucking like I'll talk about it more later, but they have so many samples from just like random shit that I would be able to pick out, and it was like, oh, this rolls. But yeah, like as soon as Crunk Crisis started playing, I was like, okay, now we're getting into like there's actual like lyrics for all the songs. The lyrics are kind of fucking crazy for every single one of them. But it's a good time. It's still like it's still a little more on the EDM side, I think, at times, and like not as much like on the pop side, and I think that's where I kind of detract on it as well. But yeah, I mean, again, very much a step up.
My big takeaway from it was also like it just felt like a more like structured version of the last record. It was like, all right, they put a bit more structure in. They feel a bit more like regular songs versus they're just like, what about this sound? And now this one. So yeah, this one still I didn't really care for, but it did have some fun moments. And you did see their sound starting to come together.
Yeah, most definitely.
So
I had to remember what Bounce House sounds like. Also, I don't remember exactly which it was, but I'm glad they referenced Pup later in the discography. I don't fucking remember when they did it, but
the band Pup?
No, their song Pup.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't remember when they did it, but they reference it later on another album.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. It was, they say something about like a pup in a cage, and I was like, like this one where they scream, "I'm just a pup in a cage" over and over. That's another thing that's very fun about them is they are not afraid to just be like, we're just doing fucking screaming now.
Oh yeah, they do some cool blends.
It's Broken Side time. Like, I want to find an interview and find out if they were just like big Broken Side fans, because I feel like that's the track that we're on here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I think I'd be surprised if they haven't collaborated with them yet. That'd be like the main.
Well, I don't think Broken Side is like still a thing anymore.
Oh, really?
I don't know if they are or not.
They brokened up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I remember actually no, they did a show like maybe 2 years ago or so, and it was funny because they were coming through Orlando to Will's Pub, which was a venue that I frequented for many shows, and they were being booked by like my favorite promoter, and I was like, oh, like why the fuck would you book Broken Side, dude? Like, that band's got so many fucking allegations against them. And
I didn't.
Like,
well, I've hardly listened to them, but I didn't know that.
Here's the thing, Kyle. Uh-oh. I later Googled it because I was like, what the hell is Marshall getting himself into here? I Googled Broken Side. Gotta make sure I'm saying the right band. I'm pretty sure it's Broken Side. But I Googled like Broken Side allegations. And all I could find was people being like, I don't think there's any actual allegations against them. I think people just really fucking hated them. And I was like, oh, well, that's a lot better.
The allegations are that they're bad.
Yeah, the allegations are just that they suck. So
that's funny.
Fucking crazy.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't hear anything about that. I mean, I thought I heard like some negative stuff from here and there, but nothing about like them personally, just like the music. But I've also never listened, so I don't know.
Broken Side is like Limp Bizkit in that there are no allegations, and that's the allegation. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those bands where it's like people are just genuinely shocked that there are no allegations against them just because of their entire existence.
It's like, really, you're in the clear.
But yeah, it was just like, it was wild. But yeah, Elixir Rejection, 6th place.
Cool.
I don't even think we gotta argue that one.
Those two I was ready to just blow right by. I was like, yeah, I don't got much to say.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about that much. Next up, 5th place, I got Spiral.
Ooh, so mine.
You got that one.
This was oh, I don't have my thing up right. Where am I? Here I am.
Pull it up.
Transition. Let me make sure I got this right. I am putting this one above.
Why do you have so many rows?
I didn't change them from Knuckle Puck.
From Knuckle Puck? Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, this was a tough one for me. But I think I'm putting it one above. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. Like I said, these middle 3 that I'm gonna pull up are very, very like in between for me.
Yeah.
Spiral actually at one point I think I might have had in 2nd place.
Really?
The shuffling kind of made me not like this one as much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fucking songs from this would come on and I would just be like, what the fuck is happening? However, there are some great songs on this. I think really just getting out of Aviation and Elixir Rejection territory, I was just very excited. Like, hearing Fox Bop after listening to those 2 albums back to back is like, oh, thank fuck we're here.
Yeah. The first 2 were those were the 2 where I was like, Paul's gonna hate me for this, dude. I was like, what have I done? And then I was like, oh, that's right.
It was fun. It was funny, but it was like I there wasn't much value to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to Spiral and we start getting some good songs. Like, I'm trying to think of like which ones were pissing me off.
There's some goofy ones in here, so I'm sure there's a handful.
It was probably For the Whole World's Sake. That one was probably pissing me off on the shuffling.
I don't know if I remember what that one sounds like.
Yeah, Devil Next Door. I mean, there's some real good ones on here.
Yeah.
Like, again, like Fox Bop is great. Mayfly is awesome. Harp and Pony, just for the ending, is fucking incredible.
They've got so many good little spots in this album. That's why this I'm gonna hop in and do my little hyper pop rant here, because for me, like, this is like the best kind of like fun hyper pop. Like, I feel like at some point after, I don't know if it was like because of 100 gecs, the tree, whatever the tree one was that 1,000 gecs. I feel like there was a lot of people that liked it, quote unquote, and I feel like there was like this awful take of like, hyperpop's supposed to be bad on purpose, so I'm gonna make hyperpop, and it's just gonna be the worst beat imaginable with some awful pitched vocals. And
with like some horrible auto tune.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it's supposed to sound this way because that's hyperpop. It's like, no, this is supposed to be hype. This is like peak goofy fun hyperpop that's like silly, but it's meant to be silly. It's meant, it's like Spaceballs for movies, right? It's pulling from something. It's like doing an homage to something, which is like pop or whatever other genres they're pulling from, but doing them to such an extreme where they're kind of, not in a way that's disrespectful, but kind of poking fun and playing with it to make you laugh along with it. And that's how I look at like this kind of hyperpop. I look at it as like Spaceballs. It's the Spaceballs of music.
I get what you're saying here.
And it's I don't know, man. I was listening to this. I was like, we need more like this because it's just so dumb.
I think the biggest thing is that the most important thing, and I think this about like, I guess mathcore as well. It was one of the things that I really loved about like early Callous Cowboys stuff. The whole point when you're doing that is to prove within that, or at least this is how I feel about like hyperpop and mathcore, is the whole point in these songs is to prove that you could write really, really good music and you're actively choosing not to.
But you just have a little bit of a sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of the Callous Cowboys stuff, like on, I would say like specifically Die on Mars and Celebrity Therapist, is like, we could write really, really good music. You guys can hear it in here, but we're also going to be batshit insane about it.
Yeah.
Like I think about What Is Delicious, Who Swarms, which is probably still my favorite song by them. Where it has that one like all singing like breakdown that's so reminiscent of like a 2008 metalcore song, and then they just like switch the beat and then switch the beat again and like just go all over the place. Like that was what I loved about 100 gecs. Is I'm listening to 100 gecs, like especially what is it? There's a song called Gek, isn't there?
It's the one that actually made me like 100 gecs. So I was like, I get it now. This is just supposed to be dumb.
That song, because that's the one where they switch the beat like 29 times.
Yeah,
right?
It's just like random like samples and stuff, and then at the end it goes, "You can count on me," and it's just like this real
They just fucking mishmash all of these beats, and you're listening, and you're like, every one of these beats could be its own song, is a really good beat, but instead, here's fucking beat stir fry, fucking just thrown into your face. It's crazy.
Hayden, if you want to love hyperpop, listen. I think this is the album to listen to, at least in terms of like goofy hyperpop.
Yeah,
like this is
goofy hyperpop. Spiral's probably good.
Yeah, I think it was in Garbo. I wrote a couple of the like lyrics and like other fun little sound effects down. I think it was the song Garbo.
Where they have a fucking Nyan Cat start.
Garbo was the one that I think it was.
Garbo is the Nyan Cat. Yeah, it starts with the fucking Nyan Cat.
Yeah,
just fucking.
And it's got the end line where Patrick, can you shut the fuck up?
Yeah. What's the one? They have so many of those. I love what was the fucking? I think it's Laughing that has the Luigi, look out, Frost children are behind you, and then they just get the shit beaten out of them.
Yes. But in Garbo as well, one of the lyrics that they sing is just during like they're doing like the dishwasher, what's it, the garbage disposal scream underneath, and they say, a bit of estrogen makes me whole, why can't I pack it into a bowl?
God,
I forgot to write down what song it was from, but they did do the Devil Next Door. They do the Taco Bell sound effect into the Yoshi tongue sound effect.
Yeah, I do remember that. There's a song on here that's I think one of the lyrics is, I don't know what's more embarrassing, that I want to be a girl or that I wasn't born one. And I was like, this is crazy. This shit rules.
And the song Loser, I don't know.
I think it's on Loser.
It might be.
Yeah, I think it might be on Loser. Loser's fucking funny.
Yeah. It's got like such like a, they also have like such like a pop punk kind of energy, like that kind of like youthful like sadness from time to time, not all the time, but sometimes they just like the self-deprecating kind of vibe. You
should never be with me, I'm an asshole. Yeah.
You made Jigglypuff, I made Corin. That was one of the lyrics.
Yeah, that crazy line. I think my highlight on this one is probably Laughing, because like the beat for that is so good.
It's so I remember I was driving back from the comic book store and that song came on, and I was literally just laughing along with it, and then I started laughing more because my laugh was I was doing a he type of laugh. And I was laughing more because I was like, I literally just sound like the song now.
Yeah. This is where I feel like this is their real like debut album.
Yeah, I would consider this like the official.
This is the real debut album. I think we can call those first two mixtapes.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, this is where they really feel solidified.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like me putting it here is not like a bad thing necessarily. It's just like I liked the other ones better.
Yeah,
especially in the shuffle. All right, we pretty good on that?
I'm good on that. Yeah.
All right. Number 4. This is the real 100 Gex. Yes. Yes, Chris. Every band with a trans woman in it is the same band.
100
This
Gex.
is also Backwash too.
Yeah.
Number 4, I got Sister.
Okay, where do I have Sister?
That's good. Only you can answer that, Kyle.
That's true.
Only you.
I have that 1, 2. Hold on. I wrote this down horribly.
Hey, I didn't know 100 Gex had a trans woman in it, or that Frost People had a trans woman in it. Well, it's Frost Children, so write that down.
Frost People.
Frost People. You know what? Very inclusive of you, Chris. Gold star.
Mine is at shoot, what is that? Above, how many did we say there were? 7, 6. Mine's at 3.
3. Okay,
yeah.
So one above where I've got it. So you've got something down.
Yes, I have one down.
I think I could probably guess which one it is.
Really?
I would like to think I can.
I'm not even certain. Like, again,
Kyle, it's either I can. Kyle, I'm gonna put it this way: it's either I can guess it or we are fighting.
Uh-oh.
So, take your pick.
We might be fighting. I don't know.
We might be fighting. This is gonna be real fun to get to. All right.
Yeah.
Sister. Yeah, their fans are Frost People. I don't know. Got it. We're gonna say that that's right. My only note for this, sadly, is just I need to re-listen to it, which I did once we got through like it came on a lot with the like the shuffling, and I was always happy when one of these songs came on. Except for I feel like, you know, as fucking bitch ass Spotify does, I got a lot of the same songs over and over.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of really good songs on here. Like, and it's fun. It's just like kind of like, I guess pop that feels a little wrong, but it's way more poppy than the other stuff.
Yeah, and has
Like
a
a
lot
lot
more
of
like
this I listen
EDM
to it.
influence.
Yeah, and like I feel like this one I feel like you could have released this in like 2010 and it would have went crazy, like Billboard Hot 100. Like specifically I think about like Radio or like Dirty Girl.
Yeah. Radio is good if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Radio's
I said
fantastic.
Radio. Oh, that was one with Kim Petras. Yes, that is the best one
Yeah.
on the album in my opinion. And
I would probably agree.
And that's the crazy thing, because I've never been like a huge Kim Petras person. Like every time they come up, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like,
I don't know if I've ever listened to them.
Yeah, I think I maybe listened to one of their albums, and I was like, for me, they might be more of like a feature person for me, where it's like I don't care about their own music, but like whenever they're on a feature, it slaps. I don't know.
Gotcha. Album called Slut Pop. You know what? I'm interested. I'm interested now. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like this one was very like it was more straightforward than the others. It's very like EDM kind of influenced. I feel like we're kind of lacking in samples here, or at least as far as what I can hear. Like there's none of the crazy shit that was on Spiral going on here.
Oh no,
for sure. But there's not even any like samples like that I just go, holy shit, that was so good. That I can like pick out. And there's one of those later that I cannot wait to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's straightforward. It's good.
Yeah. I think it is their most like by the books kind of sounding album. Yeah. I do think that there's a couple like the slower songs such as Bound to You and Sister I don't think work that well, which is kind of unfortunate.
No, I don't think Sister works well at all.
Yeah, I liked the first half, whereas I think that one's one with the acoustic guitar if I remember correctly. But like the build up and like everything at the end, I was like, I don't think you needed any of that. I think you could have just kept it more acoustic. The drop, which for me was just kind of like boring, and I was like, yeah, it didn't really work.
Yeah, I kind of wanted it to stay acoustic the whole time, and it don't.
I do think "Don't Make Me Cry" did a good job being like a slower song in the mix.
I don't remember that one all that well.
It wasn't anything crazy, but I was
okay.
But yeah, I think this thing, it might be even a little, I don't know if I want to say front loaded, because like it comes in waves kind of.
Yeah.
Especially for being such a long album, but like Falling, Control, What Is Forever For, I really liked.
Again, What Is Forever For? If What Is Forever For came out in 2009,
yeah,
like that would have been like a #1 hit.
It's very like 2000s inspired.
Yeah.
I don't know why as well, but the one with Baby Morocco, he just makes me laugh for some reason. I think it's just because like he's a kind of jacked looking, and he just kind of comes on and he just seems like a really unserious person.
Yeah.
And he did a remix for an artist called Jockstrap. Did a remix album, and he did a remix on one of them, and literally like over top of it, he's just like advertising his new like EP or album that's coming out. He's like, "Hey guys, it's me, Baby Morocco. Listen to my new album, The Sound." And I'm like, what are you doing?
Honestly, bass.
No, it's so also like if I use Twitter, I'd go back and try to find it, but I swear at one point I went on Twitter and he was like, "Guys, sign up for this contest. Whoever wins gets to have sex with me." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll sign up."
That's good.
Yeah,
that's funny.
He seems like a really funny person.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do a little live changing. I actually think I'm gonna move this one down. I was kind of looking at my comments and notes for them, and I realized I kind of did have this one rated lower. So I'm moving this one down to 7.
Show
so
me
6.
Your little.
Yeah, I'll transition over. It's on 5 now.
It's on 5.
Yeah,
now.
so it's where you have Spiral. Yeah.
Okay. So for us, it's just Spiral and Sister flip flop.
Or flipped. Yeah. This one again. This one was like really tough because like there's certain moments in all the albums where I'm like, I really love this, and there's certain moments where I'm like, oh, I could give or take, you know.
I feel like that's just hyperpop though.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Like, I feel like that's just hyperpop. It's like you get these crazy, awesome moments, and then it's just like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I think it's like, I think this one, like, I think the highs are not as high, but the lows are not as low on this one.
Yeah, this one is definitely, I think, their most consistent.
Yeah. It is.
And they're most accessible as well, probably.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, next up, third place. Making sure that is actually where I ranked it. I got Hearthroom.
Ooh. I have that.
You have this one higher? I flipped over and you're just like flipping your phone around and shit.
Well, I put the numbers down in a thing, so like 1 would be their first album, 2 would be their second album, and I just kind of went 1 and I labeled it down. But now I'm like, because I wrote them from least favorite to favorite, it's upside down. So I'm like looking, and now I'm like, all right, well, if that number's there, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I think. Wait. Oh, it's because I switched things. I think. You know what? I think I'm gonna put it at number 2.
2.
It's going at number 2. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? In all honesty, bass.
Yeah.
It's good. It's real good. Very, very different from the rest of everything. Which I feel like is obviously the point. Because when you're putting this out, what was this? November?
It was the same year
as they put out Speedrun the same fucking year. So like, when you're putting this out that quick, it's like, you know, I feel like they had this just kind of cooking. Like they just had this idea, and they were like, well, we could just do it.
Oh well, when I first heard this album, I remember I was just like, I listened to it once and never went back because I was like, I don't give a crap, because I wanted more of the beepy boopy, you know, from Speedrun, and I was like, what is this? I was like, this isn't what I want. And then when we went back and did this, I was like, all right, now that I'm kind of like actually listening to it, not just being upset that there's no beep beep boop boops and Smash Bros samples, there's some really solid songs.
These are really solid songs.
Yeah.
Like because I think you had already pre-warned me about it, and you were like, yeah, this is where they just made like an indie album.
Yeah.
And I got the Lethal, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This is a very big change of pace. But like, I was all in on it. Like, it's like Lethal's incredible. Birdsong is awesome. I remember Bernadette coming on a bunch.
Bernadette, I love the Bob Dylan spoken word. Is that what you were wanting to talk about earlier? We were talking about one that you liked in context of the album, but
that is
not as the.
That is not the one, but that is one of them.
Yeah, because I was like, I would skip that one on
Bob
shuffle.
Dylan comes on, that shit's getting skipped if I'm shuffling.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to the album, great.
Love it.
Like that right into Offer My Love, beautiful.
As soon as I heard that song, I was like, oh, Paul's gonna like this because he liked the stuff from the Danny Brown album. So I was like, in an album context, I was like, I think Paul's gonna enjoy this.
Were Frost Children the ones doing all of the spoken stuff on that?
Yep. Yeah, it was Angel.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was Angel. She was the one that was doing all the spoken word on the Danny Brown.
Listen, I know I got a 50-50 shot, but if you think I know which one Angel is, you're very wrong.
The trans one. But
okay.
But yeah, no, I think that I really like this one. It's really surprising going from everything else that you've heard to like this very mellow indie pop rock.
Yeah.
Like even with like maybe a bit of like folk inspiration from time to time on the record, I was like, this is kind of crazy. And I think too, like, and I meant to talk about it like on Spiral, but like I did a little bit, I think, but just like Lulu, the guy who's singing most of the time, like his vocals just like lean into like a really nice like punk rocky kind of sound to begin with. Like he's got the like whiny like kind of like, the very over dramatic kind of done singing. So I was like, this kind of like really works for them. But
yeah, it works really well. And like you can hear on earlier things than this, like some of this start to poke through. And I think that's why it's really fun that they did a whole album of it.
Yeah.
And then they went to Sister and they were just like, yeah, okay, we're getting right back to it. We had to get that out of our system.
Yeah.
It was Hearthroom was the Green Goblin mask whispering to them of just make indie pop. For like 3 albums in a row. And they're eventually like, all right, fucking fine, we'll do it.
Yeah. But I do think this one has like, I think this is why like I keep saying like it's so hard to rank these, because like there's not super standout songs on this one for me, but at the same time I think it's like crazy consistent. Like I think like the other ones where it's like there might be a song or two or a handful that like I absolutely love, there's like a handful of other weaker ones. This one for me, I'm like, I could put this on and enjoy the whole thing all the way through. I might not be like blown away, but I will be like solidly enjoying, and it's nice,
Yeah, I would agree. All right. Well, we got number 2 and number 1 left.
Number 1. Here we go.
At least for me. I think you've got 1 and 3.
I got 1 and 3.
All right. Number 2. I have Soul Kiss at number 2.
Ooh. Soul Kiss is my number 1.
I had a feeling it was.
Yeah. There was a reason why I told you to listen to it.
Yeah. I had a feeling... Just seeing number 7 cock in my Twitch chat. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be your number 1, and you are so justified in that. I think the real only reason that it didn't make number 1 for me is just it's only 5 songs.
Yeah.
This is incredible. But it is only 5 songs. It's so short. And it leaves me wanting more, that's a good thing. I actually want more.
Unfortunately, you will not be getting more because they had a falling out apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently
Haru.
Yeah, they like it was all on like Instagram or whatever. I think how I was kind of interpreting it is it seemed very much like it was like Haru's on like a big Japanese Sony label, and Frost Children's, I don't know if they're independent or just like very small, and I think it was just like trying to commute, because like they said something about Haru, and then Haru was like, I was trying to contact you guys for months and you guys just like ignored me, because I think she was trying to get them, because they put the EP up on their Bandcamp and they're like, you can't be doing that, and then they were like, oh hey, sorry, we were like not going on. And I think there was just like a lot of just like trying to figure everything out. Like apparently they were supposed to go on a tour, and Frost Children was like, we cannot go on this tour because we will be losing so much money. Like, so I think it was kind of, my guess is it was probably big Sony trying to kind of orchestrate all this stuff for them. And it just, I don't know all the details, but all I'll say is like, I think it's just a misunderstanding. I mean, Frost Children like works with so many people. I can't imagine them being like big jerks and trying to take advantage of people, and they still work with people like Danny Brown and I just forgot everybody else that they ever worked with. Porter Robinson, oh my gosh, Dorian Electra, Jane Remover, yada yada. I mean, the list goes on. Like they work with so many people, so I can't imagine. I'm sure it was just a miscommunication, but I was heartbroken when I saw that like all that beef started going on Instagram. I was like, no, you guys are supposed to work together again.
Yeah, it is definitely sad, but again, what they have here, I feel like is just this sound perfected over these 5 songs, and it's so good.
Yeah, I if this was an album, it probably would have been my album of the year that year. I don't remember what my 2024 one was right now, but it would have been at least really close. Like I was like, man, I wish we were doing it, because I remember we were going to do the stream, and I was like, man, I might have even talked about it then, because I was like, man, I just like want to talk about this, but it's not an album, but this thing was just incredible. It just like perfectly combines like the very like rock and like electronic fusions that they were doing. Like it just to such like an incredible extent. Like it really is just something special.
It really is. And just like the fact that it does feel like a complete like project as well, with Get Well Soon as the ending, like it flows so well.
Yeah.
It's and like any of these I was not skipping if it came up.
Oh yeah.
Like not a chance. Yeah, my highlight's probably Supernatural if I had to pick one.
That's fair. I think I'm a Burn and Dejobu Desu guy.
Daijobu desu.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I mean, again, every track on this is so good. I think Supernatural just came on so many times.
Yeah.
But I was just like very into it every time it did.
Yeah, no. They're and the choruses, and like again, I said it when it came to the whatever room that last album we were talking about, but like his voice, even though like they're hyper pop and electro pop or whatever, like his voice lends so well to like a like very punk rock kind of genre. So like
yeah, it lends very well on Burn, especially.
Yeah, the chorus to that, man, gets me every time.
So well written.
Yeah. But all right,
we got the last one.
Move on to
Speed
number
Run.
1.
Just number 1 for me, and number 3 for you.
For me. I'll transition over real quick.
Dog, can work shut the fuck up. I'm getting. Yeah, you're the one that's got to do the editing. You create more work for yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Speed Run.
Speed Run. Oh, this one's so good. I love it. This one I think stood above everything else, even Soul Kiss, purely for like I don't ever want to separate these songs. Like I want to listen to them in their order, and like don't get me wrong, I loved every time they came up on like the shuffle. Other than Notice Me, I was not vibing with Notice Me when it came up on shuffle. It's a great closing track, but it's like I gotta listen to 5 minutes of this when I'm just trying to vibe and like shuffle this all around. But yeah, like other than that, like I have zero complaints about this album. Coup was an easy favorite for me. Sick Trip was an easy favorite. Serpent fucking rules.
It's incredible. It's got to be one of like the best samples or interpolations, whatever it is, like I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, the crazy part was I was listening to it for the first time, and I'm just sitting there like, I know what this is, because they have that fucking da 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 da, and I was like, I know what the fuck that is. Why do I know what the fuck this is? And then later they brought in other elements of whatever Smash Brothers song that is.
Yeah,
and
the Brawl one.
Holy shit. It is the Brawl one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When he like sings the melody to it, I'm like, oh man. It's a religious experience if you're a nerd like me.
Yeah. Fucking Serpent's so good. I think though, notwithstanding, I think High Five might be my favorite.
High Five, really?
Yeah, that one just like it got into my head. The fucking
yeah.
And then it's just like such a fucking just good ass beat.
Yeah, well, that was one too. I said that I was kind of like listing because I said some of the ideas on this album, High Five, I think was one of them, where it feels like it's like an idea that they had in Spiral, but done in a more like mature, less memey, jokey way to make it a bit more like sincere and serious. Because that one comes on and I'm like, this set like if this was on Spiral, like the goofiest thing would have happened after that.
Yeah, it would have gone. It would have sounded like Garbo if this was on Spiral.
Yeah, but so there, and it was cool to kind of see that. Like it's like, all right, they still are kind of pulling from still kind of pulling some of that goofy stuff, but they're just doing it in a more like serious, less memey kind of way, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the sampling on this is crazy. It's just I loved this one. This one was really, really good.
Yeah. I think for me
again, like from Coup, I knew exactly what I was getting into, and I was like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then it seamlessly transitions like the first I don't even know how
with the
many
Yoshi
songs.
With the Yoshi sample, the bling
Yeah.
That oh man.
Right into Flatline.
Yeah. I love it, man. And the shouty vocals in Flatline, it's great, especially the first couple songs here.
Yeah.
They all transition really well, like you said.
I'm listening to the Flatline to Sick Trip transition.
I think it was either that or the second to third where the Yoshi comes in.
No, it's cooing to Flatline.
Cooing to Flatline. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my one like complaint for this album would be like I wish it was a bit more like rowdy, because I think like for me, like when they're rowdy, that's kind of when they're at like my favorite. So like Coup, Serpent, Obsessed, like those ones kind of get me. There's a bit more like mellower ones on this record that, and I think that's for me why I just went a little lower. It was more just out of like preference, because I was like, oh, like as I listened, I was like, these songs are pretty solid, but like I just want that like a bit more of that like energy that they bring so well, and that's why it was so hard to kind of rank it, because it's like this got some absolute bangers on it. Because this one was the one that I originally had at like number 5, and I was like, I can't do that. Oh, and then I was kind of
that was what we would have been fighting about, is if either Soul Kiss or Speed Run were at number 5.
Yeah, and then I was like looking through my notes on Sister and then on this one, and I was like, no, it's not that lower than Sister. But the hard part I think for me was like I wanted to draw more attention to Spiral, maybe, or mainly because like I feel like it's easy to overlook it just because it's like the goofy one. But I was like, it's so fun though.
It's easy to overlook, but it's so fun and it's so goofy that like again, I do think the other 4 are better than it, technically, but I don't think you get more fun than Spiral.
Yeah. Well, and that's I think a lot of times like fun music gets
that is
overlooked.
Also actually good.
Yeah. I just feel like fun music gets overlooked so much, and I'm like, sometimes it's nice just to like I love putting on an album and laughing,
I'm trying to think, hold on, I have them all on a playlist. Oh, it was actually one from Aviation, Safe.
Really?
That one I think is just a sampler of the Resident Evil 4 like confirm sound.
See, that you probably picked up on more stuff on those albums because you probably know more like game sounds and stuff than me, because I wouldn't have picked up on that.
Yeah, it's like I can hear it. It's either they used the same exact synth or they like just sampled it and put it on a sampler keyboard.
I mean, the fact that they have Smash Bros, I'm sure they sampled it.
Yeah. It is funny though, because I definitely like the more chilled out ones on Speedrun. Like I'm a bigger fan of like Sick Trip and High Five that are like a little more laid back. They're not like going crazy. No, I also do really love Wonderland as well. That was where I could that was where the Green Goblin mask was really speaking at him, and it was like, you need to make Hearth Room.
Make your little indie pop rock record.
Yeah, make the indie pop.
Yeah. No, I've come to appreciate more like the mellower songs as I kind of like went back and had repeated listens, but I think for me, like they're just for me so good at doing high energy stuff. So I'm like, even though they are, again, like that's why like when I first listened to Hearth Room, I was like, I don't give a crap about this, because I was like, this isn't the high energy goofy stuff. And then as I went back and listened, I was like, all right, hold on, I was being too judgmental. I'm thinking about what I want versus what they're giving me.
Yeah.
It's like look at it from what it is and how does that sound, versus what do you think it should be. But yeah, I think this was maybe I don't know. I was gonna say maybe the toughest one, but I don't know if it was the toughest.
Yeah, this one was pretty. This one definitely was hard because like you have so much good stuff in here, and it's like, yeah, it's hard to rank. I think it just all comes down to taste and like what you're looking for in it. I was trying to look up what the fucking sample is for Sick Trip. Didn't find it.
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing. Like, I love bands where it's like, especially like doing the podcast here like this, where it's like you have each album's kind of giving you something almost like completely different in a way, and it's like, so it's like, all right, there might be jumps in quality to an extent, but like it's ultimately going to come down to just like what you prefer.
Exactly. Like, again, like I wouldn't be surprised if somebody had like Hearth Room as their favorite.
Yeah.
And that would make sense if you just don't give a shit about hyperpop at all.
Yeah, and really like some nice little fun indie pop, indie rock stuff.
Yeah, or just like people who like the more accessible stuff might have had Sister in first.
Yeah. If you grew up,
you just
if you went to a lot of raves, you like Sister a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one was really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Linkin Park.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In May. Oh, I'm so excited.
I already listened to the first 2 albums. I was trying to get a head start this week.
You kind of do, but kind of don't need to do that with them. They're at least working in our favor was like a 5, maybe 7 year hiatus.
Yeah. They do have 8 songs though, and we are technically a week late on doing this podcast. So I was like, I'm gonna jump ahead a wee bit, get a little bit started, and I'm excited to keep going.
The Linkin Park and Jay-Z collab album. Do we want to? I haven't listened to all of it.
If we have time, maybe I'll see how. I was gonna skip it over, and then if I had time at the end.
I just know that like I've only really heard Numb and Encore off of that. I feel like there's another one that I liked.
Oh, also looking at the critic scores on Album of the Year, the critics just really did not like this band, which is kind of wild.
Frost Children?
No, Linkin Park.
Oh,
like
well,
Hybrid Theory had a 77, and that was the only one that was the only one that I mean that's kind of fair to be like in terms of like combining critic scores. That's kind of like even for like high records sometimes it's just that, but like Meteora has a 67, Minutes to Midnight has a 51, 1,000 Suns has 67, Living Things has 58, Hunting Party 58, One More Light 45, From Zero back up to 73. But I was like, and of course like the user scores all are different than them, but
here's what I'm gonna say. I think Album of the Year users are not the litmus test for
no, this is not, these aren't the users, these are critics. So like it will take like the Independence review, which is an 8, Hot Press, which is a 67, NME, which is a 60, and it basically is like Rolling Stone gave it a 5 out of 10. So it kind of combines all like actual critics reviews. The user review for Hybrid Theory is at 83.
If you keep doing this, Kyle, I'm going to call a media outlet a slur.
Oh.
I think these should all be deleted, and retroactively we should just take into account how important Hybrid Theory is.
Yeah. I mean, I was mainly surprised for Meteora because that one was, again, like 67. Like 77 is not terrible. Like if I saw 77, I mean, I don't look at the critics to begin with because I feel like they're never right. But
is the new Linkin Park any good? Guess you got to wait a month to find out.
Yeah, you got to wait till May.
Got to wait a month.
Monday, May.
Wait till May 4th.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
It's probably going to end up being Jesse Ware anyway, but let's see.
Oh, that was so close. That was so close.
So close. But Quadeca. Ooh, what are you feeling?
I don't know anything about Quadeca, to be fair.
Quadeca would be loads of fun. Cringe YouTube rapper turn like multi-instrumentalist genre bender extraordinaire.
I think I still want to do Jessie Ware.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Jessie Ware.
Yeah, and she's got the new album coming out too. All right, well, I'm good to wrap up now.
I'm so mean.
I'm just gonna keep it like that.
May 4th, Linkin Park. Be there, be square.
May the 4th be with you.
I don't got anything else.
Nope.